St George's Hill in Weybridge is a gated, guarded private estate, home to the rich and famous.
To live in St George's Hill, you must be very, very well off. Celebrities live in St George's Hill. Cliff Richard and footballers live there, not just well-off people.
Me and Alice used to always sit here at like till 4 in the morning waiting for them. We would text them, ask them if they're coming, and they would just say, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. And they would say that to us all night. So we sat here for like 7 hours till 4 in the morning waiting for them, and they would never ever come. I wanted to knock on the door, and a few times I did, but a few times they never answered. But on the last time that I knocked, they answered, and that's when I found out that Connor didn't live there. Connor told me that the maid would have to say that he doesn't live there just for security reasons, because that's what his mum and dad had instructed. And I obviously believed it then, but now I know it's a load of lies.
It does say something about Gemma that in creating the characters, she's given them addresses which are in the playground of the rich and famous and could be seen to be trying to impress. And if you believe the defence that was put forward in court, that she was doing all of this out of a desire to please them and out of a desire not to lose them as friends, then she would be going over the top in coming up with a story that would please them, make them happy, impress them, and this would fit right into that agenda.
Despite the girls being left waiting out in the cold, in the bedroom, things were getting hotter.
When we obviously first had sex, I thought it was normal to like not want to take your clothes off and be in complete darkness. It's embarrassing, like it's the first time, like I didn't really know what to expect. I don't think he did either. But he was nice about it. He didn't hurt me, so he was nice. He gave me pleasure. I thought it was normal to want to keep all your clothes on and your hat.
Alice may have thought it normal to have sex wearing a hat. But in May 2010, she made a shocking discovery.
It was just like a normal evening. He was in my brother's bedroom playing Lego with him, and he asked me to find his keys for him. And he told me they were on the side, but they weren't, so I just thought, oh, I'll just look in his bag. And I just saw this, like, pink dildo in there, and I just completely freaked out. When he came in, I think he knew something was wrong. My face was just completely white. He said that he used it on me once, and that was it. I just felt so upset. You don't expect that to happen like through like your first time.
Alice was shocked and confused. Her relationship with Aaron shaken and uncertain. But Connor was still seeing Jessica. On May the 9th, Connor asked Jessica if he could stay the night.
That was the day that Connor's nan died, so he said to me, can I please stay over? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll ask my nan first, but I can't see a problem with it. I asked my nan. She doesn't normally say yes because I was young. Boys weren't meant to be in my house until I'm married, in her eyes. So she said yes, though, because of the circumstances, like Connor's nan had just died.
She was 16, and I said, I don't mind him over. What's he over for? She said, we got a lot to talk about. I said, OK, just one rule. Keep your hand on your halfpenny, and he keeps his pecker in his pads, and I'll allow it.
As we were sitting on the wall, he texted on his phone saying, tell your nan I've lost my voice, because I'm shy. And I was like, OK. So, as he walked up to my house, he said, he pointed and he went, as if to point, is that where my bedroom is? And I said, yeah, that's my bedroom. I unlocked the door, walked round.
I said, all right, no answer. I said, a bit ignorant. And he marched straight into the bedroom. And I went in there and I saw him sitting there. He was on the edge of the bed. And I said, you do know you can take your hat off in my house, it doesn't rain inside. And he just grunted. And I thought, don't like him very much.
It was getting late and later, and we were just hugging and kissing in bed. But then he went under the duvet and he took my pyjama shorts off and my knickers and unbuttoned my leotard and threw my pants and my shorts on the floor. And that's when he started to do oral sex on me. And I was saying, no, can you stop, please? My nan's in the next gen. This is disrespectful behaviour. This can't be happening. So I was saying no, and he didn't stop. But then he was getting aggressive, and he was inserting more and more fingers into me. And I was saying no, stop, because I was in a lot of pain. And he wouldn't stop. No matter how much I begged him to stop, he was not stopping. As I tried to move myself back, I felt something hard go into me. I didn't know what it was, because I'd never experienced sex before, so I did not know. I had nothing to compare it to. And I was in so much pain, and I was screaming, Connor, can you fucking stop? I said that 3 times, and he wouldn't stop him. And then he finally stopped. But as he stopped, my phone rang, and it was Alice. And then I was talking to Alice, and she knew something was wrong with me. She could tell by the tone of my voice something was wrong. After that, Connor got the phone, and he typed on the phone, tell Alice Aaron's been in a car accident.
That was in the same week when I found the dildo. I wasn't really getting on with Aaron very well, so we didn't really have much contact. So I was just like so upset and shocked and like, I don't even know what to say.
I was like, yeah, Connor just told me he's been in a car accident. And then Connor was typing on his phone saying, tell her he's gone through the windscreen. Tell her he's on a life support machine. I was telling Alice all this, and she was so hysterical. She was crying her eyes out because her boyfriend, could be dead for all she knows. She doesn't know what's going on.
She said, what are you going to do? And I said, well, I don't know. I just felt so upset.
He fell asleep, and there was no way I was going to be able to sleep after what he'd done. I had a gut instinct that something was not right. So I turned over to look at his face, and all I saw was the side profile of Aaron. I was so shocked. How can Alice's boyfriend, who's meant to be in hospital, be in my bed?
Jessica was convinced she had just been sexually assaulted by Aaron Lampard.
I kept it to myself. I thought it was the best thing to do. In the morning, I jumped out of bed straight away, got changed behind my dressing table so he couldn't see me naked. And then I pushed him and I went, get up now, you've got to go. As I opened the door, I pushed him out of the front door and he walked across the green, went to walk home. From that moment forward, Connor disappeared and I've not heard from him since. Completely disappeared. Gone forever.
I got up about 7 in the morning, went into the bedroom, and I said to Jess, oh, where's Connor? She went, oh, he had to go. I said, well, bleed now, he beat me up, and I thought I got up early. She said, oh, he's been gone about half an hour. I went, oh, right, and that was it. Never mentioned him anymore after that. Funny fella. Well.
Connor McCormack disappeared, but Aaron Lampard turned up the next day, bold as brass, in Alice's parents' car.
The next day, my dad had come to pick me up from school, and Aaron was actually in the car with him, and I was so annoyed. He had no cuts and bruises on him at all, nothing. He just told me that he had whiplash. Just told me quietly. She just said, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think it was Aaron that was there that night. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, he was in hospital, wasn't he? Like, you just wouldn't think someone would lie about that. And then the police got involved.
Jessica went to the police and accused Alice's boyfriend of sexual assault. The police paid Alice a visit to find out more about Aaron Lampard.
Aaron was actually at my house. Aaron was like really shocked. I just said to him, well, if you were in hospital, just give them the discharge form, it's not that hard. And he was like, oh, I can't find it. And I was like, well, what are you going to do? Because you're going to get in big trouble.
Aaron continued to protest his innocence. Then, in a bizarre twist, Luke Jones confessed to the crime.
There was a conversation on Facebook where Luke said it was him that had done it and Aaron's getting the blame, but it was Luke.
You have a woman pretending to be a man. You have police searching for a suspect who doesn't exist, a male suspect who doesn't exist. He's alleged to have impersonated another male who doesn't exist. And then you have another male who doesn't exist getting in touch and saying, I did it. If the consequences weren't so tragic for the two girls, it would almost be like a 17th, 18th century French farce.
Aaron had given the police a false address, so Alice agreed to meet Aaron down by the river. But the police turned up instead.
That's when they actually arrested him as Aaron.
He got in the car, and that's when they locked the doors and said they was going to take him into Staines police station just to investigate it. And she must have been panicking so much, because when they went in there, that's when they strip searched her. She refused to take off the hat, the famous hat that they all wore. She refused to take it off, so they held her down and pulled it off. And that's when her hair all came down. And DC Fiona Clare said, "You're a girl." Aaron was not Aaron, Connor was not Connor, and Luke was not Luke. It was all Gemma.
I don't think it really sunk in at first. I just thought, well, what do you mean my boyfriend's a girl? Like, it didn't add up until, like, I started to think about it, like, months and months and months in, that it actually all did make sense. I said to my own parents, does that make me a lesbian? Am I still a virgin? Like, I didn't understand where that made me stand.
And everyone's saying, how can me and Alice not have known? Well, if police staff who have been trained high enough to act the CID, if they did not know, how was a 15-year-old girl meant to know who studied drama at school? How am I meant to know?